Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through how I created this look and my dream snap for Disney Princess Week. And just a reminder, the current challenge is an outfit challenge. It's Disney Princess Week, and you are cordially invited to take part in the festivities. Get inspired by your favorite princesses and princes to create a regal outfit all your own. In this showcase of your creativity and finest attire, take your place among Valley royalty. Mandatory 2 elegant, 3 lavish, with a bonus for gloves and wondrous. So this is definitely not the look that I would use for royalty and a princess. I really wish that this was like a decor challenge, or that they changed these to be just photo challenges and that you get credit for every tag that is present, whether it is an outfit tag or a furniture tag, because it just makes it so hard that I would love to wear a beautiful dress and take a photo with the princesses with me, but I'm stuck utilizing this not cute outfit in order to get higher tags, and especially on a week where one of the tags is a category such as gloves. It's just harder to do better, I feel like, on these weeks. So let's go ahead and get into it. I didn't really know what I wanted to do other than I knew I wanted to include as many princesses as I could in my photo, and I ended up getting the gazebo from the Star Path and wanted to try to incorporate it in some way, but I didn't want to take a photo in the gazebo like others have. So that was kind of the basis that I was going based on. And let's go ahead and take a look at my outfit tags and then get into how I created the build to kind of support this dream snap. So the first thing that I did was utilize the search and filters, and I absolutely love the updates that they have made to this. It's just made it so much easier to do dream snaps personally, and it wasn't something that I feel like they really advertised as well. So if you put in elegant, lavish, and wondrous, we know we need to use gloves, but if you do that, not only can you like utilize the DreamSnap filter, but I feel like this is easier. It creates an active filter and you can go in and out of all of these categories without it resetting. So I can go in and see there's no shorts that fit this. So this week I went for pants underneath my skirt to layer tags. And this is just easier for me to do now that these remain active no matter how many times you go in and out of the categories, because it's just easier to find what you're looking for. So I wanted max tag options, in this case 3 tags, and so I used the blue cummerbund pants, and then to layer on top of it, the skirt I'm wearing is the burgundy gold lock skirt. There are no socks that fit these tags, so I just went with shoes, and this one I went for the fancy gold and black boots. That's pretty much the bottom taken care of. And for my top, I'm wearing the pink bow tie and suspender shirt. And paired up with this, I have this coat, which is not a max tag option because these ones make it to where you can't wear a necklace and you can't wear a bracelet. So I didn't want to utilize these options, and the only other max tag option that would allow me to wear those things is this frosty cardigan, which didn't fit the aesthetic. So I went with, I think it was lavish elegant. Yes, the blue open blazer. And for my other tags, I have on gloves to fit the theme, which is just this enchanting blue pumpkin ring, so that I could still wear a watch. For my bracelet, I'm wearing the ornate blue wristwatch. And for my necklaces, I'm actually pairing up two different items under here. So I have on the Golden Tower necklace, which is Lavish Wondrous Elegant, and I have on the red rainbow cinched scarf, which is also Lavish Wondrous Elegant. So I was able to get 2 stacks on that category. For my earrings, I'm wearing the gold rose earrings. For my glasses, I'm wearing the gold and purple jeweled frames. And for my hat, I'm wearing a sun and moon crown to fit the royalty aesthetic. And that is my entire outfit. And, oops, not that button. So let's go ahead and take a test shot. We have 13 out of 2 elegant, 13 out of 3 lavish, 1 gloves, and 12 wondrous. So we were able to pretty much get max tags on every category except for the coat. That's where it docked us down to 12 instead of 13. Because the other options wouldn't allow us to get an additional necklace and the watch. So that would have took us down to 11 out of 2 on the other ones if I were to have max tagged my coat. So that is the fit. So let's go ahead and transition over to taking a look at how we created the background for the DreamSnap. Alright, so we started out over in the Forest of Valor, and this was a build that I had created for the picnic day. It was kind of my background. So I went ahead and moved some things around and put the gazebo down in my Forest of Valor. And then other than that, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I figured that I wanted to stand out in front of it so that I didn't have any shadows casted along my face. And I changed my hair out to this bell one and then put down like a bajillion fireflies, and that was the basis for my entire thing. I knew I wanted to use the gazebo, and I knew I wanted to use the fireflies, and then from there, I went through and just started looking for things. So I put down these lotus, and I was trying different like variations of it, but essentially I blocked off the back and then found a way to block off the front as well to try to trap the princesses in the gazebo. So you see me here putting a excessive amount of lotuses around, figuring out I didn't like it, taking them away. I block off the back with the Big Hero 6 tools eventually, and then I utilize a couple of these lotuses in the front because these also have to where it puts collision to where you can't pass through these. So they are a great little new piece that we can use to trap villagers and create barriers in our DreamSnap. And after creating that kind of piece, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the rest of the photo because I don't just want a gazebo in the middle. So I put down a fountain, don't like the way that it looks, and remove it. I have the Cinderella bench there that I end up removing as well, and it does make a comeback later on in the DreamSnap. And here I'm just trying to figure out something to place over there. So I was thinking, let me look up some of the princesses categories and see what I can find. And I saw this Belle Beauty and the Beast kind of pillow situation here. So I thought, well, maybe we could have like a picnic or like loungy area and then some food on the left hand side, like we're celebrating the festivities, like the DreamSnap said. So that started to build out what I wanted to do for the rest of it. I pull in this pink picnic blanket, and then I decide to kind of layer a bunch of different blankets and pillows right here, because we're gonna have quite a few princesses in our photo, and so it kind of made sense to me, at least, that we would have quite a few different pillows and blankets set up to accommodate all the princesses that are invited to this party. So I'm just maneuvering things around, trying to figure out the placement. I know that I want to stand out front, so I need to have some sort of pathing down underneath me in order to not have the grass cover up my boots. So I play around with different pathing until I figure out what I want. I end up going with the leaf strewn path, or the leaf path, just because I feel like it looks the most natural in the environment that I was in. And then from here, what you cannot see is that I have pretty much all of the princesses trapped at the teleporter to the left of me. And the only one that I was missing really was Mulan, who was in Scrooge's. But I am able to do a little trick apparently and pull her out of Scrooge's. I don't know if it was just her time not to be in there and she came out, but I was happy to be able to get her because I really wanted to have, for me, the 8 princesses. So that would be Mulan, Tiana, Belle, let's see who else. Ariel, we have Anna and Elsa and Moana, I think, are all the ones that are going to be included in this photo. And I was very happy with the end result, and how I got them all to be facing. I was very fortunate. I end up putting in a lot of pink. I wanted to lean into like the pinky purpley vibe, so I pull in these blossom trees and the little blossom piles. We put these ones all around to kind of frame the photo. I end up putting some in the front as well to give some leaves and branches to the top of my DreamSnap. And then I pull in some of these smaller magnolia trees as well, to just fill in the back. And that's primarily what I'm going to be doing here, is utilizing kind of that orangey hue from the lotuses and the fireflies, as well as all the pink from the magnolia trees and the magnolia piles, and really lean into that pinky aesthetic. And from here, I'm just trying to find other things to kind of contribute to the overall DreamSnap. I wasn't sure what type of um, like seating I wanted to do. I end up pulling in again the Cinderella bench and the little pumpkin stool, and put that over near the eating area. And I also incorporate some more of like just smaller items. I feel like it needed it to fill out the area, so I incorporate more of the lotuses around, so it's not just isolated on the gazebo itself. And I also utilize some different flowers, like circular flower beds here, to add some florals into the background as well. I utilize some books and the pink hydrangea planter. I have one in the foreground and one toward the background, which eventually gets covered by Rapunzel, so you only see the one in the foreground. And I also incorporate the cloches, basically the flowers inside of the glass, inside of the glass, basically. So the one for Rapunzel and the one for Beauty and the Beast, and I alternate where I put them. I originally started with the Beauty and the Beast one in the foreground and the Rapunzel one toward the background, but I end up switching that because I felt like there was too much pink in the front, pinky red, and I wanted to kind of space out the coloration there. And then when I end up pulling in the princesses into the gazebo, I wanted to have four inside of the gazebo and four outside of the gazebo because I didn't want it to be too crowded behind me. And then when I get them all in there, I realized that they tended to hide behind the pillars or like be behind me in the photo and not like separated. So I end up using the lotuses along with some other low profile things like cologne bottles and some of the Big Hero 6 um, tools. And I think I even incorporate one of the like magnolia planters, or two of them at least, to create a boundary on either side to where I had two on one side of the gazebo and two on the other side because I felt like they needed to be separated in order to get a good shot. Um, I love everything about my in photo except for all of the orange in the middle of the gazebo. I have a love hate relationship, I feel like, with it, but I'm never gonna get ever the photo that I achieved with all of them looking in this way again. So there's no point in even trying to do that. I would spend hours and hours and probably end up just frustrated. So I'm gonna leave it as is, but I end up grabbing a green lovebird, um, and I tried to position myself to where you can't see the little wings, but essentially I just kept turning Mulan on and off over and over and over again, and then she just popped out of Scrooge's. So I was able to get her as well. And then I'm using the little tools to go around and create a barrier to where when I pull them out of their enclosure um at the fountain, not fountain, at the teleporter, at the well, that they can't escape. And originally I had them walking around on their own except for the four within the gazebo, and then I ended up actually trapping um Anna and Elsa on the left hand side because I felt like Anna needed to be where the food was. It just made sense to me. So I trapped them on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side, I trapped Moana near the little like pillows and blanket area. And then I had Rapunzel be my villager that I was hanging out with so that it prevented her from doing her annoying painting animation, which is hit or miss on whether it's going to look cute or not. So now you see that I've changed the time of day and I'm adding some little details around with the books. And you can see the chaos of letting them do whatever they want to do. They kept trying to stand right by me. But this is me adding those touches that I was talking about earlier with the books and the flowers and the lotuses, and just really creating that boundaries around them. I'll do that here in a moment as well. But I felt like there was too much pinky red in the front, so I switched these two around, and I like that a lot better. And again, it's just continuing to place things down and go into photo mode, how I'm gonna have it, make sure that you can see all the elements that I'm placing down. And I would say a tip with this is that I would do the fireflies as your last touch, because as I was trying to edit the shot, it was incredibly difficult to be able to move things around when the fireflies were there because I just kept trying to pick up the fireflies. But this is where I had them all eventually, and this is the final shot. I absolutely love how this turned out, and all of the princesses are facing at least forward, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And the more that I look at it, the more I'm in love with it. I've never done a primarily pink theme before like this, so I'm absolutely in love with it. I love the time of day that we got. It's kind of just sunsetting, and with the lighting that we have going on, it just looks ethereal in the background, kind of like those blinding shots, but without any lights to help create it. It's just the sun making that beautiful orangey yellow tone in the background. And I think that adds a certain level of depth to the photo that wouldn't be there if we had chosen a different time of day. And these fireflies, oh my god, they are such a game changer. Not having to like fuss with fireworks as much is going to be amazing, and this gazebo is absolutely breathtaking. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see what you all came up with for this week and to vote on things. And yeah, that'll do it for today, and I will see you in the next video, which will actually probably be tomorrow with my first look at the update. I know it's a little late, but I just hadn't gotten around to getting these done. So I hope you will take a look at that, and I will see you next with hopefully a 4K on Wednesday. All right, talk to you later. Bye.